All right, everybody, welcome into another Steve Henry show. And this just is not just any show. As you all know, this is a Mother's Day festival. We took Mother out last Sunday, if you recall, if you were with us. We took Mother out to a restaurant. We'll call it the Cheesecake Factory. But we brought the Cheesecake Factory to us, and we showed you how to do a Cheesecake Factory. That was a Mother's Day out. Today, we are going to do Mother's Day in. Now, just kind of imagine, sit back and just visualize, if you would, for a moment, Mom's coming over to the house, or you going to theirs, or somebody getting together. Bottom line, we're all congregating at the residence of which we're going to prepare Mom in today. That's right, we're cooking Mom in. And what better way to provide Mother with what she loves and what her favorite meal is, if one of them in the backyard is, yes, barbecue spare ribs. Now, it's gonna be an awesome barbecue. Now, a lot of people know, hey, I've done ribs for 40 years. You're gonna see ribs today like you would normally. We take that normal entree here at the show, but we present it in a way that's just imaginably unbelievable, and we also prepare it. I'm gonna show you, I actually learned a lot this week about the preparation of ribs. As we go forward here, we have the spinner. We're going to briefly stop here. As you all know, there's going to be 2 of these Jeep giveaways today. I will put my hand right here and spin that bad boy. We're going to pull 2 names out. There'll be 2 lucky Jeep recipient winners today. We've never done that before on the show. Why 2, Steve? Well, I came into a second one by happenstance, and so we're going to include that. Now, once you've won the Jeep and you're still thinking, what else can I win? Well, over here is Mr. Slot PD Machine. That's the luck of the Irish. We carried him over from the St. Paddy's Day Parade special. The balloons are up on top. Those signify a peaceful encounter. Mother hopefully will win the jackpot today at the 777s, and that's worth some money as well. As we meander forward, we basically, what's your head there? Yeah, I've conked my head on that a few times. There's a rod sticking up and about a 2-inch gash in my skull from that earlier. But nonetheless, what's better than an actual tailgate party on one of the Jeeps we're going to give away? Now, isn't that kind of cool? Yeah, we actually opened up the dealership doors, so you're going to hear some background noise, perhaps a siren. We have a firehouse down the street there. Don't be alarmed. It's just, a routine business. But we do have the tailgate party happening here. If you're looking, those are smokestacks from watermelon. Yeah, we're going to smoke our ribs in a watermelon, Steve? Yeah, kind of, sort of. I will go over that. We got Big Bird sitting on the perch there guarding the condiments. Is that orange sherbet melting? That's about 90 degrees here in Albuquerque today. Not a good day for a tailgate party, Steve, but that's okay. Big Bird is guarding the 2 condiments, and you can see the 2 smokestackers of watermelon. What's in there? Well, we have fire, and we have apple chips, and of course ribs, and we're going to smoke our ribs or finish those off in there. Is that not cool? That is our highlight of the day, the presentation. Yeah, poison. I hope that's not poison oak, George, because you're going to be in some trouble. The ribs are there, and of course, way in the back, the finished product. You can see that. Happy Mother's Day. But that's what a tailgate party, if you back that up into the backyard and put Mom, first and foremost. And by the way, happy Mother's Day, Mom. For all you moms out there, happy Mother's Day from the new Steve Henry Show. And then going a little bit to the left here, obviously you can't cook these without a grill. Now, if I smoke these in here, I'd have a problem. Fire department 1, probably the owner of the building would probably have a problem with that as well. And then, of course, underneath here, what better to serve ribs with than the coleslaw ensemble in the stuffed pineapple. But we're going to show you today on the show, and we're going to actually, there he is, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, everybody, and welcome. Welcome. It's so good to see you. This is show number 55. We are going to give away 2 Jeeps. This is the actual lobby of Exodus Auto Sales. We have some games for the kids, vending machines. Kind of a cool ensemble for the kids as they come in here and mom and dad, or dad buys a car, popcorn machine. We haven't used that. COVID kind of put that down to rest, but it's kind of a cool thing. We got M&Ms on the wall up here, big widescreen, and there's about 35 to 40 cars that surround in a horseshoe the outside perimeter of the dealership. So this is the lobby. It's kind of a mess because we've made it into a show for you. That's right, it's your show. And today, man, are we on fire. 2 Jeeps. How can we possibly do that? Well, I don't know. I'll probably have a talk with my CPA, or he'll have a talk with me on Monday, and this could be the last show we have Henry giving away. What's that? We hit 100. By the way, the record number today is well over 100 and counting. Hey, by the way, for everybody who's new today and hasn't been to the show, this is a show about cooking. We take a normal entree, ribs, whatever, I don't know, a Reuben sandwich, fettuccine Alfredo. We prepare it in a way you've never seen or tasted prepared before, and then we present it. Kind of like if you were to have 6 people over. My vision for this show is you invite 6 people over to your house for a meal, and because you've watched this show, you razzle and dazzle them, basically, in a nutshell. They get in their car at the end of the night. Good night, everybody. Yeah, okay. Who's driving? No, I'm driving. No, you're not driving. So anyway, once they get in the car and they're driving home, they're silent. It's like, wow, did we just have the most amazing experience ever? Yeah, we did. As I've articulated before many times, it's like watching a great movie. You watch that movie and everyone gets in the car on the way home and they're silent until somebody speaks up and says, wow, was that? And then they start talking. Well, that's how I want you to walk away, or the takeaway, if you will, from this show is to take what you've learned in the way of the entree preparation and presentation and just blow their minds. Just blow their minds. Pardon me? Okay. So, in saying all that, we also give away. I get interrupted. When we hit records, everyone's out there doing cartwheels and throwing fireworks and popping champagne bottles. It is a cool thing. Thank you, everybody. We couldn't do this without you and your participation. My way of giving it back to you is I don't keep anything except I got to pay the bills. Once I do that, haven't been able to do that yet, but it's getting close. Can you imagine when we do? I want this extra money just to go all to you, and it will go all to you in the form of Jeeps and giveaways. We had a number today on the Wednesday. We sent out a Wednesday email. That's worth $100 if you get the number correctly. This week it was 1 in 30. The answer to the question, or the question to the answer, however you want to look at it, was how many videos did we do for Easter to present the Easter special. We did a 3-part series with 4 entrees. So there was one person who got 3. She lives up the road, great customer, Deborah Martell. Give it up for her. That's $100. So that's the question of the week with a number. That's available in the Wednesday Blast video. And you've got to put your answer in the comment section on Wednesday, though. Saturday doesn't work, and especially after now, it doesn't work, of course. So I was going to give 2 away, but I only saw 3 one time, and that was Deborah Martell, who is a great participant of the show and customer. All right, then the other giveaway is another spinner that arrives here. You go to the comment section and you say, hello, Steve, I'm here. By saying that, basically lets everybody know that you're here. So Deborah Martell is here. Her name goes into the spinner, and that spinner is brought to me about 4:20. So you got about 20 minutes, you got about 15 more minutes to get your name there by saying, hey, Steve, I'm here. We spin, and that's worth $200 or $50. It depends. The first couple are a couple $100, and I walk and get in a handful, and we do about 50. So there's giveaways all the way. Bottom line, I'm just trying to figure out ways to give back the money because it's your show. This will be the first YouTube of its kind, or channel of its kind, where we learn something. And again, it's not me. God basically gives me these, and I put them into a context. And again, you're going to see some stuff today that blows your mind. I didn't even know some of this stuff existed until I did some research. Research preparation is everything, and I spend many hours getting the show prepared to raise that bar for you the next week. And so, yada, 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 yada. That is what the show is all about. The new Steve Henry Show, yeah, I hate that name. It's line 7 on the Google or the YouTube application, yeah, whatever. I had to put it in there, thenewstevehenryshow.com. You've got to go to the email there and register. I am in. Once you're in, then you're eligible for all the giveaways and a lot of stuff that's coming. I have so many ideas, loved ones, for this show and the giveaway for this show. You're gonna love it. This is just the beginning. We have just scratched the surface. 2 years old, or the cooking show itself is about maybe a year old at this juncture. So we got a long way to go. Anyways, I thank you. I love you for tuning in, and I'm so glad you are all here. If you're watching on your phone and you're driving down the car, yeah, watch out. If there's a cockroach on the floor, let him go. Kind of be careful. Be careful and not text and drive. You can watch the show and drive, I guess. That's cool. All right, so here we go. The ribs. We go to the store, we buy the ribs. Now, the ribs basically start with your pork ribs. There are 14 ribs on a side of pork. It's the only bovine animal that has 14. The cow, the lamb, everybody else has 13. The pig has 14. Why? I don't know. Adam's rib, there might be something biblical to that, I'm not sure. But yeah, pork is not the most favored meat. It is gaining in popularity, but the ribs, come on. Who does not like a pork rib unless there's a reason not to, religious or so on, and that's understandable. But we start with a rib, okay? So we cut that bad boy in half. We kind of do a little butterfly, and then we're going to dry rub. Now, there's 2 procedures. One is called dry rub. The other one is I just want to sauce that son of a gun, and I'm just going to burn the living daylights out of it. I'm not a big burn fan, and I'm not a big sauce fan, but, we're going to do both, but we're going to do them in a way, again, you probably have never seen before. So dry rub rub is the best way. How do you dry rub those? Well, you basically just start out with a dry rub. Get your favorite rub. It's a Kansas City Express, or it's the Oriental Express, or maybe it's the, you steal that from the Texas Roadhouse. The Texas Roadhouse has their own. Find your own favorite and just dust the bejesus out of those guys, like so. And then what you want to do is you want to get a combination of apple juice and apple cider vinegar, about a 50-50 mixture. And you'll spray a mist onto that. What you're doing is creating what they call a bark. So we are going to do a bark rib, and we're also going to have that bark rib dipped in sauce. If you're a sauce kind of person, you're going to get the best of both worlds, okay? So here we are. We are doing the apple juice and the apple cider vinegar, and we're going to just dust, once again, our ribs with our favorite rub, okay? And again, everyone knows how to do ribs, and I'm not going to be stepping on anybody's toes. I just want to show you today a rib preparation that I did this twice to different people throughout the week on a test basis, kind of like a test kitchen, and yeah, best rib I ever had. So, and you would do that on the backside as well. Now, the backside requires a little bit of labor. You want to take what they call the membrane off the backside of the rib. Why? Well, I don't like the meat literally falling off the bone, but I like to be able to tear that meat off the bone. And in order to do that successfully, you want to get the membrane off. So you would just take a knife and literally like a piece of skin that just peels right down the middle there, and you'll just remove that membrane. You'll leave the skin. Now, don't take the skin, but the membrane is that little piece of, membrane. Hey, there you go. That's a good name for it. So that is how you would prepare this for smoking. Okay, now the smoking part, we would get some briquettes on a charcoal grill. Gas would be okay, but if you got charcoal, charcoal's good because it literally absorbs, everything and brings it back up in the form of a smoke. So if you got briquettes, that's good. So let those briquettes go down to almost nothing, and then you would take your favorite wood chip. Today is apple. Now, wood, interesting. There is about 18 different species of wood that you can smoke your ribs in. I didn't really have a clue about this, but if you're a smoke person, I like smoke, baby. I mean, in school, no, but that's smoke. What you want to do is you want to get a hickory or an oak or maybe a pecan, a heavy hardwood smoke, and use those chips, okay? That is going to produce for you the most amount of smoke, as opposed to, what, Steve? Well, the cherry or the fruit woods, as they're known, the apple, the peach, the cherry. Sounds like a good pie mixture, but basically you're taking the sweet with not so much smoke. So it depends on where you want to balance this. And maybe you want to hit it hard with first at smoke. I mean, I'm just going to smoke the bejesus out of these ribs. I'm going to remove the oak or the hardwood, and I'm going to finish my product with a very mild cherry. The cherry's got a I found out about cherry this week. That's my favorite wood. It used to be apple. I just go to the store. Yeah, apple sounds good. That's what everybody does. Throw them chips on there, and we have a big smoke fest. No. Cherry, oh my God, has this most sweet nectar finish with a very light smoke overtone. It's incredible. Again, if you don't like smoke, but you want, a little smoke flavor, I recommend cherry. Now, peach is also very good too. It's a close second, but cherry is awesome. Now, again, you could put the cherry vinegar and the cherry vinegar and the cherry juice in a bottle and do the same thing with your spray. How often do you want to spray? Well, once these are on the smoker, okay, so you got the charcoal briquettes that are almost out, you found out what your favorite wood is, and you want to experiment. That's what I recommend. Experiment. And you can do, a cherry setup, a peach setup, an apple setup. I had a vision of putting a real live apple tree in here and apples and birds. I just don't have time, but I got these ideas, and let me tell you, we could have had a prop. Oh my God, this thing would have looked like an apple orchard. Again, in tune with the preparation of what we're doing, which is pretty cool. And again, it'll flow into the presentation. So again, you can spray about 4 or 5 times, maybe about every hour. How long does it take? Probably about 4 to 6 hours, depending on how much heat you have. It's all about the heat, but you would literally spray this, and as you flip them over, you want to start them bone side up, the meat side up, the bone side down. That's how you would start them, because if you do have any heat and you get some fire going, it's not going to ruin the meat on the bone. You're going to actually do the undertone of the rib itself, so you can adjust accordingly. Always start with the meat side up, bone side down. Now, you would flip that about every hour or so. You go out there and check it, and again, make sure there's very little heat. We don't want much heat. We want tons of smoke. That's what we're after in the first phase of this procedure. Okay, so I don't know, 4 hours is a good time frame. So about every hour, you'd flip the ribs over over, move them, look them over, they look great, and then go ahead and misspray your favorite vinegar, okay? If you're gonna, again, smoke with peach, you would put a peach vinegar, which is available, with a peach juice, which is available, and you would use that, okay? And again, on the bark, if you want, you can continue to bark the product as you turn them and burn them, with no fire as you create a bark. Now, what does the bark do? Well, the bark absorbs all that fat content and juice, and if you're careful enough and you spray careful enough, none of that bark will fall off. You will have just a beautiful bark, and I'll show you what that looks like here before we leave today. Again, I'm warned, we got 10 minutes to get your name into the spinner, get that name in there. That is gonna be for $200 today and the 50s. We're still doing that. We're gonna give away another $100 on the Wednesday. Make sure you get those emails on Wednesday too. Saturday, we tried something different. We sent out a blast around noon today just to wake everybody up and say, hey, bro, it's the show in 4 hours. I know, but I don't want you to miss it. I like these comments on Sunday. Mo and JB and I were drinking a little orange juice, and a lot of people say they missed it or they didn't get notified. So we're trying to figure out a way, and I'm the same way. It's, oh my God, it's 4:20. I missed the show. Hope I never do that, but I mean, that could happen. Okay, so as we progress, that is how we would start the ribs. Now, as the ribs are about ready to be finished, you're looking good, 4 hours has gone by, you've done your flipping, you've done your barking, you've done your spraying. You want to get your smoker to a place where, smoker, wait a minute, Steve, we just did smoke. No, we're gonna put the ribs in a final resting place for about 30 minutes as we have some drinks and talk to Mom, and hey, Mom, we love you. You've just been an instrumental part of my life. And let me say real quick, for those of you that don't have a mother or have lost one, a lot of us have, I can tell you, I know how that is, and it plain out sucks. It's not fun, it's not pretty. That's why you need to cherish who you have now. I remember the last sentence I gave to my mom, sitting on her bed. They had her pretty drugged up, and it's snowing outside. Oh, did you have a jacket? Is it cold? I'm going back and forth different channels. But I just thanked her. Hey, Mom, thank you for being my mom. I mean, you did a fantastic job. And, she was alert for that moment. And she responded back, well, thank you for being my son. That was the only coherent sentence she gave to me in the last 2 days. And it just, I don't know where it came from, but it came from her soul, I can tell you. Cherish your mom, loved ones. Cherish your mom. All right, happy Mother's Day once again. All right, so we're going to the next part, which is the smoking. Over here, watch your head. I just took a 2-inch gash out of my skull on this rod of umbrella here a little while ago, setting this up. All right, so we're going to go to, we have 2 smokers here. We're going to go to the one, and what we're going to do here is we're going to light. We have a little sterno heat. I recommend a little sterno heat. That's available in any party section there at Walmart or what have you. You would light your sterno, and this is after the ribs. You've determined that your ribs are done. Why are we doing this? Well, let me show you why. Again, we're going to put our favorite wood into that concoction here, not get bit by that thing. And as you can see, we have some smoke starting to permeate here. That smoke will again continue. As it does, watch your head, Steve. Yeah, if I go down here, I hope somebody can provide me with some CPR, because I've done that so many times and it's terrible. What we're trying to do here is just get this thing lit, and it's cooperating somewhat. Okay, there we go. Now it's going to work. All right, so, and the objective here is, obviously decoration. We want to decorate and present something that no one's ever seen before, and this is how we're going to do it. This thing will start smoking like a chimney. What that is, that's a pickle that's been hollowed out, a watermelon like we would do for Halloween. We literally go into the bits of the center of the watermelon and dig that out, scoop it out like a pumpkin at Halloween, and we would literally go ahead and carve it all out, put our sterno in there, and a little bit of a screen mesh to protect the wood from the sterno directly. And as we go here, this should be giving us a good amount. Unless she went out, I don't know. This is a crazy thing here. Let me try something here. We had this going so good on our demo that, yeah, see what happened was here. Let's go ahead and light this bad boy up again. Pardon me, give me just a second here. I just want to show you what will happen. There we go. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. All right, so we want to bring some of these back on here and just show you what can happen here. We can light the whole place on fire with a sterno. There we go. I just want to give you that smoke effect. And we had such a great smoke effect. There we go. And starting to give us a little bit of smoke in there. That will give us some. Okay, anyways, the whole idea is to have about 10 or 15 minutes prior to actually eating and putting your ribs and your coleslaw together. What you'd want to do is go ahead and let the ribs rest. So you've cut them individually. Now you want to be very careful because obviously they'll bleed out like a farm animal. So you want to just leave them in there. You would put these in your smoker, and I think that's cool. That is a watermelon smoker. It's not giving me the smoke that I'm asking for right now, which is, it's the sterno's fault. It's the sterno's fault, but I do want to do this for you. I do want you to see what this entails here. And so I'm gonna do or die it no matter what. We're gonna make this thing happen. Because I do want you to see, there we go. All right, now we're in it. I do want you to see the full effect. It is awesome. I mean, literally the most awesome thing you'll ever see. Let's go ahead and use this one here. Take that one, maybe that'll work for me. Anyways, we're gonna leave that alone. We are about 2 minutes away from the first spin. Now, the Jeeps, those are very special. We do this about every 10 weeks if you're new to the show. We are in the car business. We are able to purchase a Jeep, get it ready, and present it to a family in need of transportation. And that's what we've done. We've done that 6 times already. This will be our number 7 and our number 8. See that smoke? Can you get a copy of that smoke? Copy that smoke! I just made sure that we had a smoker, and that is, you want both of those going at the same time. Your people at your party or your get-together will say, fire, fire, what's in there? And there'll always be that one clown that opens the lid and looks in there and gets their eyebrows singed. But nonetheless, that is the effect we're looking for, and that is the apple wood smoking the rib. And what you would do, where's the rib, Steve? Well, you would literally put your rib, that would go inside there, and of course that would go on top, and you basically get my drift here. We'll just kind of put that together. Time constraints, always. I always blame everything on time constraints. But nonetheless, that is how you would want to finish your rib. Again, you've cut your rib individually. It is going to seep juice and liquid like a farm animal. This is going to help in a sort of way and give it that last little bit of smoke flavor. And you have that on your table. You have condiments to go with. Now, when these ribs come out, you have the opportunity. Big Bird is guarding our condiments. You have the barbecue sauce. You can use that. Or what's this, Steve? That is orange sherbet or orange sorbet. Now, you want to finish this off and do it with the most grandiose of fashion. You want to cleanse your palate. You remember, you take a bite of a steak or you take a bite of anything, and it's like, wow, that's awesome. And then you get to bite 4, bite 5, bite 6. It becomes mundane, very normal, okay? We don't like normal. So how would you cleanse your palate? Well, with a little scoop of orange sherbet inside an orange cup guarded by Big Bird, you would literally just take that spoon and cleanse your tongue and the roof of your mouth. You would be able to start all over again. And let me tell you, you'll bite into that next bite of rib like it was the first time you bit the rib. And amazing. So what are you getting at? Well, I'm getting at you will get the flavor, robust, natural every time if you want to bite into a rib. If you want to do it every 5 times, that's fine too. But the bottom line is that is very cool. All right, we are going to jackpot. I see a jackpot. You know what that means? That's $100, $500 if I can hit one. One more time. And how do I pick the winner? I will pick the winner. I just need a jackpot, baby. That's so frustrating. All right, so we are looking for the first Jeep giveaway. I am going to do the first Jeep giveaway. We also are going to do the spinner. The spinner has arrived. This is now a comment. If you've left a comment in our comment section on today's show, you have to be present to win this one. Then you are eligible because we have taken your name and we have, boy, this is different. We're not in the studio today, by the way. We are in a different place, as I said before. So this is kind of makeshift, if you will. So if it falls down and everything goes to kahoot, yeah, it's my fault. Okay, so we're going to spin. This will be for $200. The first one, and this one here is very special. And the reason for that is it's $200. And it gets the ball rolling. And when we pull one person out, sometimes somebody falls out. All right, so, wow, we have got more names in this than ever. $200, ladies and gentlemen, loved ones. This will be the first $200. And this, oh my God. I don't know if you two are in cahoots or you're just the luckiest people I have ever met. You live in Phoenix. You were the recipient of Jeep number 4. We were robbed about 2 days or the day prior to. If that's JB, he can come. You know what? He can come. JB, you want to come in? That's JB, my dog. He's missing me. Patricia Rice, you're the winner of the first $200. Incredible. Patricia Rice, ladies and gentlemen. Patricia Rice. Let's keep going. $200. Is that a Mother's Day present or what? Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day, Patricia, from Phoenix, Arizona. All right. This will be our second $200 winner right here. Oh, wow, this is really cool. I reached out to you this week. You've been on this show quite a while, too. By the way, Patricia, after winning Jeep 4, has never missed a show. I think she might have missed one, and boy, she was there at the show after. How do you watch the show after? Well, we have a show called Post Live. JB, come on out here, baby. Loved ones, this is my dog, JB. JB Fletcher, yay! He's missing me, and the way why he's missing me is we have a good time together. This is JB. JB, say hello to everybody. Oh, he's a good boy. You like your daddy? Oh, he loves his daddy. Okay, he's going to behave himself. And second winner, Leslie Torres. Villa, I cannot pronounce names. I can't have a hard time pronouncing my name. But you know who I'm talking about, Leslie Torres. You are the winner of the second $200 recipient today. And I'm going to give a prompt $200 winner away. I want to give another $200 check. This was the runner-up to Jeep. And I say the runner-up. There is a little bit of a vetting process, not much of one. It's actually really impromptu. Everybody's name that's in there is in the spin, unless there's been a, I don't know, something derogatory or something that we have found out. But there's another $200 check going out to, oh my goodness gracious, is everybody ready? I'm going to surprise you with a $200 check. I'm not going to mention your name. You will get a check in the mail on probably Wednesday or Thursday. I'll tell you where you live. You live in Cleveland, Tennessee. You know who I'm talking about. I'm going to send you a $200 check. You are a loved one. You've been with the show. I think you came over from Taylor, and I love you. $50. We're going to go and grab some hands whole $50 because we have Jeeps to give away, everybody. Look at this makeshift thing we got here. All right. Boy, I'm on a good mood today. I'm telling you, I'm going to put that on the floor. Somebody watch my dog. That Eubank Boulevard is a dangerous place. It's about a 50-mile-an-hour road. We don't want JB going out there. That would not be the end of a good show, or the good of an end show. Here we go, $50. We got a bunch of them here. Jesse McKagan, $50. No, he's all right. He's okay. He's okay. He's watching me. He's not going to go outside. $50. Mary Thomas. God, I think I just gave you a $50. Yay, Mary Thomas, $50. We're going to keep going. Vanessa Cordova, $50. Yeah. And by the way, I know $50, loved ones, it's not a ton of money. $200, not a ton of money. But I'll tell you what, it might help fill your tank, or at least get you halfway on your tank these days. Thank you to our current political leaders. I appreciate you. Michael Garcia, $50. And the last $50 before we get to the Jeeps, who's going to finish it off? Oh my God, this guy's lucky too. You guys, I tell you what, you're even Steven with me now, $50. MYOB. I know you're watching in the room there. Congratulations, John, MYOB. You are the last recipient of the $50. And guess what? That's how good God is, isn't he? We know what that's about, and my God, everybody scratches zero. All right, it is Jeep time. Now, before I go any further with a Jeep and spin, everybody that's been in here has been in here because they have registered their name and contact information at the Steve Henry Show, or the new SteveHenryShow.com, all right? This is the 2016 Jeep. Long time coming. We had a nice blue Jeep with low miles. We just couldn't get the AC and the computer and all that good stuff, so we ended up with taking a vehicle off the front line of Exodus Auto Sales, which is a pretty good thing. It's a 2016 Jeep. I don't know. I would have sold it probably for 11 grand, 12 grand, 13 grand, somewhere in that neighborhood. I'm going to pick out a winner here, and I'm going to hold it in my hand because there's a little story here about these Jeeps. I do wish, I don't like doing this, and I'll be honest with you, because somebody is going to win, which is yippee, great, and there's a lot of people that feel that they're going to lose. I don't want you to think that. I want you to think that someday you will win one. I'm not going to stop doing this until everyone has one. That's my goal. Really, it is. And the proceeds from the show, how do we get that? Well, loved ones, you got to watch the videos. And I know I say this every week, and it's a pain in the butt. Watch the videos, play the commercials all the way through. Don't be a skipper dipper. That generates, in the YouTube mindset algorithm, money for us. That's how the money comes in. I wish there was another way. I wish I could cook for them, send some hamburgers over at lunchtime and hit the jackpot with those guys. Not how it works. Watching the videos, you got to share. We got to get a ton of people. It's all about numbers. Numbers. We got to get a lot of people watching these videos. I don't know, 1 million. Once we get to 1 million, I could probably give out 20 Jeeps a week and stay here till 7 o'clock spending $50 away. I want to do that. I don't like giving one Jeep away to one person every 10 weeks. I don't like it. But it's what we do. It's what we do. Wow. Oh, God. Oh, boy. This is a very special person. She has brought a lot of people to the show. She lives in Tucumcari, New Mexico. She's been with the show, God, I don't know, for quite a while. A long time. Give it up for Hatter House. You won the 2016 Jeep Patriot. Congratulations, Lori. Congratulations. You have won that Jeep. All right, so now, yeah, take a moment. Absolutely, take a moment. Lori from Tucumcari, New Mexico, Hatter House, as she's known. All right, and then if you want to go ahead and just, I've got a good shot there of everybody. I'm just going to reach in here and just grab. All right, you want to read this with me, JB? Get those clear. Those are, oh, wow. Okay. Now, as I mentioned, I have a second Jeep I came upon at Exodus Auto Sales, and I just figured, why not? We waited so long for the blue Jeep. Let's go ahead and just do another Jeep. So we have two Jeeps. This is the second Jeep. This lady, sorry, guys, I don't know. The last person was a guy. This is another lady who has been with the show, God, probably since day one. Lives in Michigan. Michigan, of all places. Thank God we're going to do a road trip in the summertime, because I ain't going there in December, baby. Give it up for Lisa Rogers. Lisa Rogers is the winner of the second Jeep giveaway. That's that orange Jeep out there. You want to show that orange Jeep out there. It's, yeah, orange Jeep. That is an orange Jeep. I parked that up next to the dealership. Scratched the bird poop on it. But loved ones, again, this hurts my soul. I want everybody to get a Jeep. I think that would be cool. I would make a special license plate for everybody, the new Steve Henry Show, and we'd all have a parade someday. We're going to have a party for the winners, by the way. When we get to about 15, we're going to have a special party, a get-together. We're also going to have a get-together for all the people that have won money on the show. That's going to be a big undertaking. How do we do this? I need numbers, and I hate that, but hey, get over here, JB. JB, you're in one number statistic I don't need on Eubank Boulevard. Yeah, what do you think, babe? What do you think? You want to pull a number? You want to give one more Jeep away? Look at that face. Look at that face. All right, loved ones. Next week, come here, where are you going? Where do you think you're going? Next week, we have a great show for you. We have, we're going to commemorate Cinco de Mayo. We missed it a couple days ago because of the Mother's Day. We wanted to give a two-part Mother's Day series, so we missed Cinco de Mayo. We're going to do a Cinco de Mayo special next week, and then the following week is a very cool one, too. It's National Hamburger Day and National Hamburger Month. I'm going to show you how to make a hamburger out of a grinder, out of a ribeye. We use ribeye meat, and it's going to be amazing. The best hamburger you ever tasted. The best Cinco de Mayo food you're going to ever have. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's going to be awesome. Look for that Wednesday video. I don't have a clock. I don't know if I went overtime. It doesn't matter, but the bottom line is we have two Jeep recipients. Congratulations to both of them, Lisa and Lori. You guys are awesome. I love every one of you. And again, I just wish I could give everybody a Jeep. And my goal is, before he calls me home, is to do that. I love you. Have a great week, everybody. I hope the ribs, try the ribs. That is an awesome chemistry between the rubs and the flavors of the meats and the smokes and everything. It really does matter. I love you. I'll look forward to seeing you next week. God bless you. Say goodbye. Wake up.